Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. Things are looking good. Last episode, we set up this little structure over here, and what it is it is the powered spawn we made in the episode before the last episode, and it's hooked up to spawn not only mobs, which is good, it spawns zombies, courtesy of this lever. It won't do anything now because I think we're out of power. And so that's a redstone link from Create Mod. Obviously hooked up in there, hooked together with this little combo of items. And then they come over here. They get taken out by a player damage plate. The experience gets vacuumed up in this XP vacuum from Ender.io. From there, it gets piped out into this experience crystal from Utilitix. Yeah. And this thing, I can just withdraw all the levels, 43 levels, or I can store one, or I can store 10, or I can put all of them away. And it's pretty cool. So that thing is going to store, I believe, just everything. The item collector will pick up the mob drops and store them in here. And we get some iron, some carrots, some goodies. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I'll be honest, it's pretty good. So there's that. Awesome. What else? Well, in order for that guy to get power, I can actually show you real quick. It's pretty cool. It's honestly my favorite way to transfer power. As far as I remember, that little thing there is called an ender gate, which is this guy here. And it's a very thin block that just sits on the side of a block. For example, a machine that needs power. And then, let's not go the long way. Or, yeah, let's go the long way, I mean. And then on the other side of it, we have an ender cell from the power mod. I believe we have it over here. This guy here. And it receives power. And it sends it wherever it needs to go. So what we can do is open this guy up, chuck in our toast so that the power starts flowing again. And it should wirelessly charge that stuff. So, what is the plan for this episode? Well, my first plan... I was going to say my first plan is to set up a refined storage system. I've got the stuff bookmarked up here that we're going to need. And it's not a bad idea. The problem is, a refined storage system runs on power. It needs power, meaning that if we lock ourselves out of our system, it's going to be really hard to get back in and make more power, you know what I mean? So what we're probably going to want to do is invest in an infinite source of power for specifically the system, right? And then we can work on power for everything else. Now, that can be done a few ways. Honestly, what we could do is I could just put the toast into a culinary generator for this guy, or imagine this guy's the refined storage system. I could hook the toast up there, and then that would be self-sufficient, right? We're not running out of that stuff. Although we might, because occasionally it looks like it breaks. Like that. But that's fine. We'll pretend that that's fine. So alternatively, obviously the same runs with the coal and whatnot, but that guy sometimes stops for whatever reason. What we could do is just set up a solar panel. We've got quite a few different ones. There's ones from Ad Astra. There's ones from Ender.io, which could be worth looking at. They reckon they'll generate about 10 RF per tick, I'd imagine. And obviously you can upgrade them to generate a lot more. There's a Pneumatic Craft one that looks like it generates pressure. Then we have the power ones. And these ones are pretty cool. They scale up quite well. Would probably be able to make the... I imagine we could make the hardened tier. Oh, but you'd need the previous tier anyway. What would the hardened tier do? It would generate 100 forge energy per tick. But it costs 3 of these, and 3 of these generate more than 100 per tick. Yeah. And so I'm guessing... Oh, no, that adds up. Because, yeah, okay, this is a little bit confusing. So, a starter solar panel generates 20 power per tick, right? A tick is a 20th of a second. So it scales up you can imagine it as a second, right? You could pretend it's a second, but it's a lot faster. So 20 per tick. 3 of these would be 60 forge energy per tick, which is what this one does. The basic, the upgraded into. So it's pretty much these panels compressed, which is cool. The basic ones, however, if you combine 3 of these, each of them doing 60 forge energy per tick, you only get 100 back, whereas you should get, 180 per tick back. As far as I could be looking at this wrong, but I don't think I am. And then from 100, it only goes to 200. And then the 200 one only goes to 4. You lose out massively here. Why? I'm not going to lie. I think the starter panels, arguably the basic, but you'd be throwing away stuff. It's like a 1-to-1 ratio. You might as well just set up infinite starter panels everywhere. No, I won't lie. I think these guys do put a strain on the server. Not much, but obviously if you're playing on a bigger server, it could be a problem. But I think for us, it should be fine. But I might just slap down a crazy amount of solar panels over there. And then just like run the cable back. Or set up the wireless power back here. Yeah. We might do that. I'll have to see what the solar panels cost. Because there are some alternatives. For example, if we have a specific mod... No. I thought we might have the create additions, I think they call it. Additional lanterns is not the one I'm talking about. And it looks like we don't have the mod I'm talking about. But there's a mod that allows you to turn like rotational energy into power, so we could like hook up the water wheel. Okay. Some of these add turbines. There's extreme reactors. They obviously make some crazy turbines. I was just looking for like just a simple one I could place, but all of these seem pretty in depth. Water wheels, what would we have? I thought, do we not have immersive engineering? We must not. I'll tell you what, I think we're just going to have to go with solar, so it's just a question of what's easier to make. This thing, which looks scary and needs some alloys and some stuff made, or probably just this guy. We know how to make all the dielectric stuff, and these plates are just dielectric lapis, and they're pretty easy. I won't lie to you, they're pretty easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear... Oh, yeah, we can do this. I'm going to make some glass panes. I'll make a stack. I don't know if we need a stack, but we'll make it. Oh, also our system's already full. Listen, there's a lot going on, okay? I'm trying to... I'm playing catch up at this point. It's just how it is. Alright. Let's grab a little bit more gold. I'm going to... Oh, I actually need a lot more gold. How are you doing? You getting there? I guess I can make another stack upgrade. I don't even know if we have the iron for another stack upgrade. Okay, 1 second. What do I need the stack upgrade for? Hold on, what am I doing that for? Oh, I was going to do it for these guys. These don't really need a stack upgrade. These just need like an upgrade. Which is the thing, I swear. We've got nothing. I'm better off just placing a new chest, just temporarily, because, we're trying to fix this problem anyway. So I'll place that there. Look for the chest in this list. Should be near the bottom. I think it's that guy. Boom. And so, if I try to put the glass panes away, they should go in here. Neat. Cool. Alright. The next thing we're going to need is obviously a bunch of dielectric paste. This stuff uses buckets of lava. We have a bucket of not what we want. But I have the iron. I can make a bucket of lava. It's fine. And so then I'll just go down here. I'll make a few. I'll make a decent amount so that we can, well, make a decent amount. All right, we've got 1.5 stacks. So, that's pretty good, I guess. We've got plenty of lapis in there. I think we're pretty good to go. So, tiny capacitors. We don't really have any of those. Capacitors. We make 4 at a time. I don't have much iron, so I need to be careful as well. These guys are going to turn into these. I'll make as many as it lets me. 8, cool. Next on the list is obviously these guys. How many can I craft? None. I need some of these. Okay, cool. We can make it happen. I'll order a bunch because we can obviously switch them between like so. Okay. Chuck those back in. Everything's fine. Remain calm. It's a delicate procedure. All right, so I had... How many tiny capacitors? We had 8, meaning I should make 4 of these. Correct? We're out of... Okay. We can't afford it. That's fine. Okay. Let's then make... What's this? Each of these need that. So I would need about 12, maybe? Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less. Either way, ta-da! We've got 2 solar panels. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, we've got them. What now? We need more iron, right? We need more just about everything. We have barely any iron. I don't even know if the machine's running right now. Alright, I should probably... I'm going to turn this guy off. And I'm just going to add tough to the list. If it will let me. Because we're getting a bunch of that. And Let's be honest here. I don't need any of it. Tough. Okay, sweet. That looks good. What else do we have in here that I don't want? I don't really want any rhyolite, and we've got enough gravel. I kind of like the gravel. Let's go rhyolite. Add that in there. Beautiful. And I don't know, that should help out a little bit, I think. Is there anything else in here that we really don't want? No, I think we're good. Turn that back on. Sweet. Alright, well, we genuinely do need a lot more iron. So I'm probably going to hop down into our mine. And just go mining for a bit. We've got our silk touch, that should be good. I'll turn on my night vision so we can actually see what we're doing. We've got the hammer as well if we want, although probably just going to use the mining laser, which I assume I've placed away. Oh, I must have placed it in this backpack. Yeah, that makes sense. Mining gadget, that's what it's called. Yeah, this is a decent wine level, I think. And so then I'll just... Oh, I think we can leave that there. But yeah, I guess I'll go looking for iron. Alright, there's actually a decent amount. I think you have to go higher up to actually find a decent amount of stuff. Iron, specifically. And so that is what I have done. I mean, I need a decent amount, not just for continuing whatever it was I was even doing that I don't even remember, but also for refined storage. Refined storage is a little bit iron hungry, so it is worth making sure that you have a decent amount. Alright, this should genuinely be enough because I think we're timesing whatever we've got by like 6. So, hopefully I can teleport before they get me. Home. Sweet. Alright, so the ores are going to hop into the squeezer and all should be good. But yeah, my current plan is switch over to refined storage, get that set up, get power set up for it so that we're good to go. Obviously, hopefully these solar panels would be enough and hopefully we can make a few more as we set it up. And then maybe we try and do some sort of ore processing over in that direction. That's my idea at least. Whether that will happen is a whole different story. I'm also thinking about putting a wall behind this create stuff. For 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is just so it looks a little bit better, I guess. And reason number 2 is it might block some of these gears and maybe that will help in some way with our frame rate, possibly. Because I think create's taking a big chunk out of our performance because we've got so many things moving all around us. Also, you know, shaders, but no. It's every other mod's fault, of course. All right, but this is genuinely a decent amount. We're probably gonna need a new hammer. I'm just wondering, we could probably like put mending on this guy, right? And then just repair him. I don't know if that's better or worse. What ore hammer exists? Is platinum the best? Platinum is the best. Because we have mending available, courtesy of this guy here. What do we think? Not a bad idea? I think not a bad idea, to be honest. Yeah, shall we? Either that or, yeah, just keep making more. Because we can keep making copper ones. We've got a crazy amount, but then I'd have to actually process them and stuff. Let me try and remember. What am I doing? I need emeralds. Okay, yeah. So I need sticks, actually. And we've got a decent amount of sticks. And I trade them. And then we need rotten flesh as well to trade this guy. And we've actually got a decent amount of that as well. So we go in here. Get some. Obviously need some more. But yeah, over here, away from the moving stuff, we get like more than double our frames. And it's not that far away. You know what I mean? Like, and I guess, yeah, we can't see the cogwheels and stuff from this far. All right. What was I after? I was after the rotten flesh. Sweet. And so yeah, once again, allegedly, if I run this guy through a converter, we'll get better deals with either one of these. So whether we get a cheaper mending book or whether we get cheaper like trading recipes here, that's, I mean, it's something I need to do. Currently, we have golden apples, obviously. I don't know if you need a like proper golden apple. And then all we would need is a weakness potion, which, I mean, how difficult would that be to do? Water bottle and fermented spider eye. Is that just it? And fermented spider eye would be this. In terms of mushrooms, we have 1. What I'm just going to do real quick is probably grab like all of something here. For example, all of this. And just replace it with a mushroom. Can we do that? You need soil material. Okay. Sure. And then we'll just store the rest of this stuff. That's all fine. Everything's fine there. I'm assuming soil material is dirt. What does it say? This item is not a usable seed. I swear it... Mushroom. Granite. Okay, so a lot of this is stone. Is any of this dirt? Alright, genuinely, I don't think any of it is dirt. Can we just grab... I think cobblestone was genuinely on the list, so... Oh, yeah, sweet. Nice. Alright, so that'll get us more brown mushrooms. Obviously, we just need one for now to make this thing, which I'm guessing we've got spider eye. I'm guessing we've got sugar. Yep. If I wanted to, I could probably just grab out probably more than one bone meal, but as you can see, it does work. There we go. Looks like I only needed 2 bone meal. Bear with me. Sweet. There should be a mushroom. Awesome. Nice. So we'll craft a spider eye. I'll need a new brewing stand. So we'll order one of those as well. I'll obviously need bottles, which I guess I'll just have to make. Glass bottles. Craft you. Sweet. Okay. So, bottles. I don't know if they use source blocks or not in this version. They do not. Okay. I can't get where I'm trying to go, but that's fine. Everything's very bright as well. Please bear with me. There's so many things happening. Okay. You don't have like a trade for what I'm after, right? No, not really. So all I need now is the blaze powder. The blaze powder. Sweet. And that's going to power this guy, which is then going to make a potion. While that's happening, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'll tell you exactly what we'll do. We're going to craft mending in this guy. And then we're going to attempt to put it onto this, which costs 2 levels. We are then going to run over to the energy collector. Now, I don't know how this will work because this guy puts the experience directly into your experience hotbar from what I can tell. It doesn't drop the items, right? So for example, when I retrieve them all, this guy doesn't get a cent of it. So I think what I would have to do is possibly tell this guy to be active with a signal and then spawn mobs and just pick up the loot by standing sort of in this area while holding this. So as you can see, yeah, we're up to 100. I don't need much, apparently. I assume I'm getting it all. Yeah, I can stand. That's pretty close. And I mean, like, that's really good. It's really good. We probably need a better system to close them in here, but either way, that is this guy done. So we can turn that off to save some power, I guess. Get the rest of that experience. Store it all away. And hey, why not? Let's keep this guy always active. Sweet. I mean, like, it's what we wanted. That's perfect. We've got unlimited ore hammer. And we can do that with, I guess, anything. Any tool we want. Yeah, so that's on the table as an option. Let's go ahead and smelt this stuff up. What do we get? Some graphite. I've noticed what's happening. Previously, if something was left on a depot, it wouldn't double smelt. So for example, this bread would stay as bread. Unless I picked it up and placed it down again. Something must have changed within one of these recent updates. Where that no longer happens. Now it does both. It will turn that into toast. And we're seeing that over here as well. Remember how it always used to just be charcoal sitting on here? No matter how long I left it? But now, if I leave it, it turns into graphite bars. Because that's smelted charcoal. So, I don't know. So I guess something to keep in mind if any of your builds just suddenly stopped working. Alright, but yeah. Plenty of iron. Plenty of quartz. I think we're good to go. So, what's the first thing we need? We're going to need some quartz-enriched iron, which is nether quartz and iron. Pretty simple recipe. I'm going to craft, I don't know, half a stack, I guess. There we go. The next thing we need is silicon. All of these things use any type of silicon. The problem is there's quite a few silicons. Now, I had a look through at our options. These two options here, these two silicons, they're pretty much smelted quartz. This one's smelted quartz dust. This other one is smelted quartz, as it is. Tiny redstone uses a silicon compound, which uses charcoal, nether quartz, and sand. The silicon from Ender.io, very easy to get. You either sift clay, redstone ore, which is pretty cool because, you know, just a little bit extra, or just sand, which is awesome. So that's pretty much what we're going to do. We've got a bunch of sand. Another option, because I think I looked in here, and you can get sand from cobblestone in the mill as well. And it gives you some gravel, and then a chance for... It's a small chance for sand, but it'll give you gravel, and I think that somehow helps. Okay. It doesn't look like it helps at all. But it exists. I don't know. I mean, there's a few options. All I know is that if I allegedly chuck this guy in here, we're going to get some stuff pretty quickly, based on how quick this guy is. Wait, what's the ratio on this? 50% chance. Okay. What was it for clay? 80% chance. Okay, so clay's a lot better. Hold on. Can we craft clay? That's probably a better option, a better question. Let's bookmark you, bookmark you. Okay, nothing here really looks like it. Obviously, bees sound good. Oh. Can I sleep? Oh. It is a blood moon. This is with shaders off. And you cannot sleep through a blood moon. Can we craft a big... Does a big torch exist? Hold on. We might be in trouble. Big torch. Needs blocks of gold. Do we have blocks of gold? We don't. This is a problem. I don't know how to state it enough, but this might spawn a lot of mobs and just be a horrific situation just all around. Let's place half of that there. I need to eat half. Everyone remain perfectly calm. We can fix this. Yeah, we'll keep shaders off, because shaders on does not do justice to the blood moon. This is shaders on. La-di-da-di-da, normal day. This is obviously shaders off. Oh, I don't like it, not one bit. Alright, grab this. The sound as well. I think that's the blood moon sound. Whatever that means. I don't know what it means, but it's working. I am spooked out. Okay. 2 blocks. Awesome. Can I just craft this thing now? Okay, we can. So the big torch, we can place him down. He's a little bit ugly, so we'll place him like down here. Actually, no, he's not. There he is. Big torch. Cool. Okay. So the way that this guy works is it prevents natural spawning of hostile mobs in a big radius around the torch. If we look at our minimap, it has not worked. Because I think I took slightly too long to place it. And that guy can smell me from there. Oh, look at the ominous moon. We should be fine. But I guess it is something to note. On top of that, we also have feral flare lanterns. These guys are really cool. I'll need some stuff. Oh, no, I won't. Feral flare lanterns you can place down. So I can place this guy here, for example. And what it'll do, what you should see it do, is place, invisible light sources all around the place, even underwater, all the way in a massive radius. So our entire base, for the most part, should now be lit up, courtesy of this guy. As you can see now, all this stuff looks nice. So even though it's nighttime, stuff should look good. Even with shaders on, I believe. Yeah, so I don't have night vision on. And yet our base is quite nice. So that's pretty cool. We'll probably make a second one if we can. And place it a little further away. Like over in this direction. Just to make sure that we have, obviously, all this area covered. So I'll slap it down there. And that should quickly get to business. Get to work. Yeah, cool. They're really nice, and they're not too expensive to make as well. Alright, we'll grab our gold. Okay, so, what were we doing? We were trying to figure out how to make clay, and then the blood moon happened? Is that what happened? I think so. Clay bowls, I think we can get these easily. Or you can get them by washing sand, and it's a 25% chance. Or crushed raw copper. Yeah, there's a lot we can get from copper and stuff. Alright. Okay. Or you can crush gravel and there's a small chance. Yeah, alright. Alright. Okay. Clay, so clay's still pretty difficult to get, to be honest. If we can get it from our... Oh, really? Oh, wait, no, I stopped it. I was like, is that what all we got from the sand? I think it's worth just using sand. The 50-50. Sand's a lot easier to get. Okay. So, what do we need first? Well, first things first, we need a controller. This guy's going to need an advanced processor and a machine casing. Machine casing is going to be quartz and some sort of stone, I guess. So we'll craft one of those. There we go. And the advanced processor is a smelted raw advanced processor, which is a crafted raw advanced processor. Diamond, redstone silicon, and a processor binding, which uses a slime ball and 2 string. So there we go. We get 8 of it a pop, which is pretty cool. Then we can attempt to craft this guy. There we go. And then we can smelt him up. Once again, we got these guys up here. May as well use them. No harm done there. Okay, yeah, I think we saved ourselves a bit. It's probably worth placing a flare lantern over there. Just to, once again, sort of... Oh, I forgot it was still searched up here. Just to, you know... Just to keep mobs from spawning. And have it look a little bit nicer. So I'll place that there. That should hopefully take care of that whole area. Because I'm sure it's helpful for the frame rates as well, just not having mobs everywhere. We'll see. I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, advanced processor. This should be, if we look here, oh, I'll need a little bit more silicon. That's fine. Should have plenty by now. Nice, very nice. But as I was saying, we should have our first refined storage controller. Here it is. Now, we get to make a choice, which is where the center of our base will pretty much be. And as we've seen in the past, we probably won't move it. I mean, I could leave it up here, but I could also just, like, not. You know what I mean? It begs the question, right? Of where I want to live. Because all that stuff's set up. It's still going to function, but I could just now set up my base over here and would get good frames. You know what I mean? And the view's not too bad, right? Obviously, I probably still want view of the Phoenix over there, so... Maybe if we, like, come over in this direction, chop down 2 of the trees if I can. Might not be too bad. Maybe I'll get rid of all these trees. The blood moon sounds just horrific, does it not? Stone axe is broken, that's fine. Oh, yep, here comes some friends. Honestly, though, I reckon we do just build over here. I'm sure there's a reason not to. I'm sure I'm going to be running back and forth over to that area, but... why not? I think it'll be nice for the frames. So here it is, our first controller. This guy, I'm going to slap a solar panel on top. It is nighttime. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we're going to need we're going to need some sort of resource that will obviously generate at night. Can we get a pickaxe, please? No, it's not really wanting to do that. That's fine. Pick this guy up. So we probably want some sort of better storage system. What's going on here, by the way? Can I still store stuff? Okay, yeah, I can. Alright, I probably want an energy cell, to be honest. These guys store about 4 million power. They're pretty good. So we'll see if we can craft one. We're going to need 4 of these, which I should be able to do. Sweet. And that should just be an energy cell pretty quick. It's tempting to do an ender cell, because then I can have my power generation not be right next to the controller. It's not a bad idea, but... I think we'll just leave it for now. Yeah, so I'm going to place this guy here, and then I'm going to actually go ahead and place the 2 solar panels, I think, next to each other. And that may work. Obviously, we're going to have to wait for the sun to come up, but we might hopefully see something happen here. Maybe. I guess we'll find out, hopefully relatively soon. But yeah, once it's powered, this guy should light up beautifully, which will be cool. And then we can start doing the rest of the stuff, which, I mean, we'll start crafting the stuff anyway. So, the first thing we're going to need is somewhere to store the stuff, I guess. So for that, we're going to use a disk drive. This will need a chest, a machine casing, and another processor. So, we'll go ahead and try to craft that stuff. The processor will need, are we going to get, oh, we've got power happening. This guy's not accepting it yet, though. I wonder, I think I need to hook cables up to this guy as well. I think that's what it's sort of asking for here. So, do we have actual cables? We've got a singular power cable. I can probably just use energy pipes. It's just a matter of, is that what I want to do here? For example, I think I can just do that. Hook these guys up to extract. And, oh, you can see it's struggling with power, but it's charging. We can open it up to see the usage. Currently, it's 0 power being used because it's just a controller. It's not doing anything. Cool. Sweet. And then this guy should start filling up slowly, but surely, which is very, very cool. All right. Let's continue. What did I need? I needed to craft something. Oh, well, yeah, another one of those processors. So let's go in here. Raw processor. Boom. Just looking ahead, do I need anything else? Not really. Mainly silicon. We will need a grid, I believe they call it. I obviously would like a crafting grid, which should be here somewhere. Yep, so crafting grid. That would need a second of those processes, as well as improved destruction and construction. Okay, so a little bit of work to do is what I'm getting at. So we're going to need one of those, a second one of those, which we'll chuck in there to smelt. We're then also going to need improved processes, which is pretty much gold instead of the diamond. So we'll need one of those. I think actually more than one of those. Hold on. What was I looking at? Yeah, 2 of those. So we'll grab 2 of those. We'll then need a destruction core, which is going to be these basic processes, which are gold ones, iron instead. Our game may have just crashed. I don't know. I've got a spinny circle on my mouse. Yeah, okay, I'll be back. I don't know. It happens. When you've got the physics mod and shaders and a bunch of stuff that probably shouldn't be mixed together, yeah, there's some issues. All right, as I was saying, we'll craft 2 of these. It'll be a little bit laggy as the world loads, but never mind that. Trust me. So we'll craft 2 of those. Oh, there we go. And smelt 2 of those. Beautiful. We can go back and craft our previous thing, which was going to be the disk drive. Yep, so that's going to use a chest as well. That should be fine. Boom, disk drive. Cool. This guy's obviously going to need disks, which are going to store stuff. Now, a 1K storage disk will store 1,000 items. We can upgrade this guy, combining 3 of these to get a 4,000 storage. So you get an extra 1,000 out of nowhere, and you can combine 4 of those to get a 16K, as you can see, making more and more benefit each time by doing so. To craft them, decent amount of silicon, some glass, redstone, and quartz. Not too bad. Honestly, like, not the worst things ever. So, we're probably going to want to make those. Let's go ahead and grab out some silicon. While I'm here, we'll just put all the toast in there so I can keep processing. How much stuff do we have in here? Do we have good stuff yet? We've got a decent amount of stuff. I might actually just disconnect that as well so that all the power goes in the sag mill. That seems highly beneficial. Alright, so before we start crafting a bunch of storages, let me craft a crafting grid. What this thing will let us do is actually access the items, right? There's no point storing them if you can't access them. So we'll quickly make a grid, which will actually need another casing, which maybe I can afford. No, I think we need a little bit more of this. That's fine. I'll craft a little bit extra as well. Alright, machine casing. Awesome. Then a grid uses glass, destruction, construction, to improved. There we go. And then you combine that guy, as you saw before, with... Actually, what was this? A portable grid. Wow. What a world we live in. There's a fluid grid to see fluids. There's a wireless grid, which we probably will be using at some point. And then there is the crafting grid, which I don't even know if we can make, because we do not have a crafting table, but that should be fine. Crafting table and crafting grid. How cool is that? So, next up is storage. Now, I kind of want to just make as many as it'll let me. I'm going to aim for 3 at the moment. And we'll make a 4K. Do we have 4,000 items? I mean, including these bits, probably, but also maybe not, to be honest. We might be able to just store everything in a single 4K, which would be really, really good. So we'll go 4K storage here. This guy's actually going to need 4 basic processors, which I should be able to do. But it's like, whew, geez. We'll need another binding. We don't have string. Oh my god. Alright, that's fine. It's fine. I can make it happen. U plus... What is it? Hold on. It's wool plus... I'm pretty sure it goes on here, right? No, am I wrong? Oh, it looks like it doesn't. Oh, I squeeze it. Yeah. Hold on. You please. Thank you. And squeeze you. And string. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Craft you. I'll craft 2 of you. Why not? Let's go basic processor. And I just need 3. There we go. Alright. 4 basic processors. And we have ourselves... a 4K storage part, which then needs to combine to make an actual storage disk. And so you can use that by surrounding it with some redstone, glass, and quartz enriched iron, like so. And we are now good to go. So we're going to run over here. It's a bit of a journey. It's going to be a bit rough at the start, but everything's fine. We're going to place this crafting grid on top. So as you can see, we can open it up. It looks quite similar to this guy here. A little bit different. Obviously, you don't have the list of the storages connected, because instead what we have is a disk drive with a storage disk in it. And so then I can store stuff, for example, our iron ore in there. I can grab it out as you'd expect. You can right click to grab half. You can control. You can even scroll, as you can see there. The stuff's moving around as I scroll. And there's a few other settings that I quite like. And you may have seen, sometimes I'd be doing something and then I go back into the system and it's, and like, I don't know, I'm a bit slow. I guess the other way to put it. Like, for example, if I'm searching up wool and then I go in here, I want to be looking for wool. Or just like if I was looking for wool and then I left and went back in, I kind of still want to be looking for wool most of the time. To do that, we're going to change this setting here, search box mode. It starts off normal. What we want is, I think, JEI synchronized 2-way. I think that's what we want. And what that should do is, as you can see, when I search wool, it searches it in JEI. On the side here as well. So it searches for wool, the recipe, and it searches for wool, the storage. Then when I leave and open it up again, because it's using my JEI, it stays there. Just like if I'm searching for like iron, and then I'm like, oh, wait, actually, do we have any? It's there waiting for me. How convenient is that? Then to clear it, you just right click as you normally would to see all your other stuff. Phenomenally good. I also like to keep this guy sorting by quantity descending, which is what it already is. I like that a lot. So the stuff we have a lot of sits at the top. The stuff we don't have much of sits at the bottom. I don't know. It's kind of nice. Usually the stuff you have a lot of, you're crafting with, right? Like you have a bunch of wood, you have a bunch of cobble, a bunch of iron, and that stuff you can just grab to do a bunch of, well, vanilla recipes and stuff, right? Then for the more complicated stuff, you search for like, you know, crafting grid, right? And then you go through and do all that stuff. But yeah, I reckon it's pretty cool. I think that's the main setting. You can change, obviously, the size of this thing. I'll keep it as it was, which is just fitting to the screen, I guess. And the rest of this stuff I think I'm fine with. Yeah, we'll keep that normal. Yeah, the rest looks good. All right, cool. So, how do we get all that stuff into this stuff? And do we even want to do that? We might not. Because this guy is wireless across dimensions. It's really, really good. If I can combine the storage scanner and that guy, it would be perfect. The thing is, I don't think we can do it. What I can try to do is I can pick up the storage scanner and we can slap it down over here and see if it will pick up this disk drive as a storage. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but for the sake of trying, we will. As you can see, it picks up the disk drive. If I click on it, it just shows me the storage within it. Like, it doesn't tell me about the actual items within there. On top of that, is there anything else? Not really, sadly. It's just got, you know, the rest of our machines and stuff. Unfortunate. Is there a way to fix that? There is, but it would kind of defeat the purpose. There's a few ways you can fix that. One way is by just getting one mega chest. One chest to rule them all that stores everything, and then connecting refined storage to that chest. That's an option. That works. There's actually probably an easier option that I will do this episode, which will be hooking up. I think there is a sophisticated controller. This guy here. Yeah, storage controller. Allows to deposit and pipe items to and from a connected multi-block of storages. This thing sounds really cool. I don't know how it works though. Then, alternatively again, an option that I've done in the past, I believe in All the Mods 7. The last All the Mods pack. Well, I guess I played Gravitas. Oh, you scared them. Yeah, we'll sleep. Okay. I heard the footsteps, turned around, didn't expect anything, and saw something. But there is a mod called Occultism, and it adds a crazy storage system that's really, really good. And the cool thing about it is that you can treat it like you would a chest. Whereas obviously with the refined storage stuff, you can't because it's all like digital, right? But this thing stores massive amounts, and you can still connect to it as you would a chest, so you can access all the items using other storage systems. But what we'll do is I'll slap this guy here, right? He should still have all that stuff connected, does he? Or does he not? Ignore the thing bouncing around. Everything's fine. I'm gonna, I guess, reconnect all this stuff, which is fine. Boom, boom, boom. I think we just had every chest connected. And then most of that other stuff doesn't really matter. There's this chest. I don't really know where it is. Oh. Sure. Why not? Alright, so. How does this other guy work? Let's go ahead and craft him. And then go from there. What are we missing? We're missing 2 redstone comparators, allegedly. They're going to be missing redstone torches. So I'll craft about 8 of these guys. That should do the trick. And then we'll craft 2 of those. Cool. And then we have a storage controller. I've never used this guy, or at least I don't think I have. What's it saying we're missing? Chest. And torch. I have a feeling that we're missing a refined storage chest. Just because, like, well, we don't have one. Can I craft it now? Yeah, there we go. Storage controller. So, yeah, once again, I don't really know how he works. I'm going to attempt to... Nope, can I not? Oh, because my axe was broken. My bad. I can't repair that. Oh, no, I can. Sweet. Nice. Alright, I'll pick up that. I'll place this guy down. And now what? Storage controller. So, I wonder, does the storage controller appear on this list? If it does, I've missed it. I'll have a quick skim through. It's possible I'll miss it, in which case I apologize if I do. Because it happens, you know. I'll be like, oh, it doesn't exist, but it's there. But I don't think I see it, okay? I don't think I see it. Please don't yell at me. Storage controller, alright. Allows the deposit and pipe items to and from a connected multi-block of storages. A connected multi-block of storages. So at sophisticated, then we search storage. Storage tool. Links, locks, hides, counts, tiers / locks on storages. Okay. So I would need this to link the storages together, allegedly. Let's try and craft one. It's going to use sticks and some stuff. Okay, cool. We can see all the stuff when we hold it. You can see the upgrades, the stack upgrades. I'm going to crouch and scroll. Currently, it's set to unlink. I want it to... I'm scrolling down. I want it to... Currently unlinking. Linking. Okay. I can't tell if it's linking. I don't think it is though, right? It doesn't look like it is. This thing's bugging out like crazy. Oh, storage control is now available, and it has everything. Yes. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and unlink all of these from the storage scanner, right? Oh, this is so good. Then all we do is have this one thing, which I think has everything. It might be missing a chest, like maybe I didn't link a chest properly, but I connect it, and now all that stuff's accessible. How do I know what's linked? Let's toggle off shaders. Is there an obvious telltale sign? Not particularly. I'm not really seeing what it would be. If I select this guy again, I'll try just clicking them all again, I guess. Just to make sure. That's a vanilla chest, so I might have to switch that guy around. And then I'll try crouching and right-clicking just to cover our bases. And so then... hold on. I think we need some more torches. That's fine. And let's make a Upgrade. Specifically, I want to turn one into a sophisticated storage that currently isn't. So I need this thing here. Is that for barrels? No, it's just for any. So that should work. And so then... that should work too. Okay. Cool. So everything is now accessible via this storage controller, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is still going to be a little bit messy. I don't know if we'll have enough stuff to do with this episode, but I'll show you in concept. There is an item called an external storage. This guy here. He'll need destruction, construction improved. All right, we'll make this stuff. Why not? May as well. So let's jump in here. Make 2 of those. Get that stuff smelting. Excellent. And it will connect the storage to the system. So I could place like 8 or 9 or however many we've got here. To hook that up to the system. Like I could place them all connecting. Or apparently I can just connect this one storage controller and have all of this connected to storage accessible to that guy over there. Now, there may be, these guys here, network receivers and network transmitters. The problem is, they use netherite, and I don't really have netherite yet. It opens the doors for quite a few things, so I probably should look into it sooner rather than later, I guess. But as it stands, we do not have it. But that's fine, because you can still do some other stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on. You guys are about to see something phenomenal. You're gonna be blown away at my sheer genius. It might frighten you. I'll be honest. It might frighten you just how intelligent I am. But bear with me. All right. So I'll need a cable as well. This guy uses quartz and whatnot. We'll keep these on us because we're probably going to use more of them. And we'll craft an external storage. It says we're missing quartz, enriched iron. I don't know if it's that true, but we'll craft more anyway. Sweet. Okay, so I need to connect this guy over there. Ha 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 ha. Say hello to my little friend, the entangled block, here to save the day. Now we need ender pills. We only have 3. This is worth going and doing. By the way, these guys have all grown up. We've got some villagers. I might go put them back at some point, but until then, I require some endermen. I see one on the map. Do you reckon this enderman is in that spot that I always claim that they're going to be? Huh. Whenever I'm ready for it, he's not there. How disappointing. Okay. Well, yeah, I only need 1 ender pill, so I'll be back. Alright, we've got our ender pearl. Oh! Alright, we only needed 1 ender pearl. Everything's perfectly fine. Whew, that was almost a very embarrassing clip. Alright, but we have an entangled block. I should have an entangled binder somewhere. The question is merely where, because I think we've used them before, have we not? Oh, have we not? Really? Have we not entangled anything? I must be thinking of plexiglass I just played. Okay, we may require 2 more ender pearls. That's fine. Oh yeah, cool. Okay, you should not be on fire. All right, we have 2 more ender pearls. I'll craft the thing here before I accidentally use it. Oh, it doesn't want to. Why is it not doing it? What? Okay. Interesting. Diamond and obsidian. Okay. Boom. I guess that doesn't matter. Diamond. And boom. Okay, well that worked. Alright, we'll quickly head back. Look, we're about to do it. If this doesn't work, unlucky, because it was what my plan was. But if it does work, really cool. Because it saves us quite a lot of trouble at the moment in terms of moving things around. So, I'm going to shift right click with my entangled binder. And what that does is it selects the block. It's hard to see because this is a rare block where it takes up the full block. Oh, also, you can sort of see it. Something I've got, probably my shaders or something, has the outline showing up in a weird spot. Ignore it. It's fine. All we need to know is that we've selected the right block. We can then come over here, grab our entangled block, place it down there, right click it, and it now has that storage controller entangled in here. So this is pretty much like that block being over here, which is really cool because what it lets us do is place the external storage connected. And it tells us, hey, this thing is storing 9,695 items out of the 32,832 that it could store. Most of that's probably from those stack upgrades and the fact that we've got not full stacks, but that's showing that we've got 9,000 items accessible. What we can do as well is I can say, hey, I only want you to extract from this, meaning I can take stuff out. For example, I can take wood out, and it takes wood out of here. You should see that this number dropped a little bit. And then, because I've told it that it can't put items back in, when I place that wood back in, instead it stores it in here. And so bit by bit, as we use the system, this guy will empty, and you'll go into here. There's a few ways to sort of automate that process, but either way, it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that all of our stuff is accessible. If we wanted to as well, I mean, for starters, we can craft in this thing, which is it's just so much nicer. We can craft an importer. I'd obviously need to make some of this stuff. Look at how fast everything is. It's such a sigh of relief. Just clicking on things. I swear, like, it just feels like that doesn't happen here. I get that it is. Am I crazy? Maybe it's just like this delay as you come back. Whereas if I'm here, it's instant? Is that the difference? That must be the difference because it's so satisfying. Another really cool feature of this storage differing to the storage scanner we were using is check out this. If I want to grab out glowstone, you might remember when we used this, if I grab out a stack of glowstone, it moves. It's all the way down here. Well, if I'm in here, if I hold down shift, everything stays exactly where it is. For example, I can take out a stack and it stays there because I might want to grab, 8 more. Or I might want to grab the rest of it. Or I might go, oh, no, I'll put that back. Or I want to quickly grab this, then quickly grab that, and quickly... like nothing moves around while you're holding shift until you let go and it refreshes. And it's just it's so user-friendly. It's so nice. Applied Energistics is pretty much identical to this. Yeah. So if you go on that route, you're going to get pretty much most of the same features. You'll probably be able to do most of the same things. When we encounter things that this system can't do, we'll probably set up an applied energistics system to take care of it. But I am very, 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 very happy with what we've done here. And so, yeah, refined storage. I don't know if we'll have that little entangled block in the thumbnail or anything, but that is a lifesaver. That genuinely is. Otherwise, would have been just annoying doing all the other stuff. But yeah, how cool. Sweet. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you, of course, to our donators, our channel members, and just everyone watching in general. Thank you, guys. Thank you to our Tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you, guys. Once again, don't feel pressured to donate or any of that sort of stuff. You don't need to, so don't feel obliged to or anything like that. The servers will happen regardless. I'm the only one on the public server. I think some people, time zone issues and whatnot, but there's stuff happening. Oh, was this always this big? I guess it was. I actually am still yet to see Melizzi's base. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll teleport down here to the coast, and we'll just have a glance. And just sort of like try to wrap our heads around what is over here. And then maybe consider moving here. I still don't really know what I'm looking at. I do need to do a checking out base. I'll tell you what, I'll jump over here. Oh, that's just over here. Okay. Oh, they've got a mine colony base set up. Oh, that's really cool. And so then I'm guessing that is the base. Okay. Do we dare hop over? Okay, yeah. It's a massive platform. Is this all built, like, by hand? I feel like it must be. What's this stuff? Airs Nouveau. You know what? There's a ritual from Airs Nouveau that gives you, like, creative flight in a small radius. I think Winter Coolers set it up I think on plexiglass, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, that would be pretty beneficial around here if we could just fly around and like, I don't know, it'd be nice for building stuff, I guess. But yeah, regardless, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you are enjoying this series. I'm having a lot of fun. This is a massive step. Refined storage opens the doors to an insane amount of auto crafting and automation that we can do very easily. And although there is stuff that we can do very easily, the main reason I like using this automation and stuff is that we can still incorporate like some of these old systems. You know what I mean? Like I can have fun building some silly little cart that goes around chopping trees. And then we can even still have the conveyor belts and whatnot if we wanted to. And then all I do is just collect the stuff from the barrel at the end and add it to my system. You know what I mean? There's a few different things we can do, but yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's really, really good. All right, and then, one thing I should see, now that we have this stuff attached, we can actually check out the usage. 11 forge energy per tick. That is the drain. That is going to take a long time to drain this guy. As long as these have direct view of sunlight, it should be plenty. They're going to generate, allegedly, 80 forge energy per tick. Is that each or combined? I feel like it's each. That's ridiculous. That's more than I thought it would. Is that because... Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think the max extract is 80. Oh, but then the generating is 20 out of. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. It adds up. Everything's fine. So yeah, we're making 40, so pretty much 4 times the amount that we're currently using. But I guess we should keep an eye on that. And plus, once this guy's full, we'll have a much better gauge as to you know, when we're losing power and stuff. But yeah, sweet. Awesome. I'm happy. Hopefully you guys are happy. And hopefully... I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. I know people say like and subscribe, like leave a like and stuff. I don't know if it does anything. I don't really know how I would know. You know what I mean? Like if a video does better than another video, what they'll tell me, like they don't really tell me why. You know what I mean? They might say like, oh, people watched it longer, or like, oh, it was more engaging or something. They never say like, oh, this had a bunch of likes. You know what I mean? And it's a question of, oh, did the likes bring it the views, or did it just get the views, or did it just get the likes because so many more people watched? I don't know. And I don't know. Because it's not as obvious, I feel like asking you guys to like, it's like, you know, I only really like a video if it's like, if it's a video I like, I guess. If it's, if something happens in the video where I'm like, oh, I like that. You know what I mean? And I don't really know if we have many of those moments, which is completely fine. Because, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.